Hey guys, Nikki Harden, Detox Diva, creator of 21 Cleanse, here to share with you a really powerful motto that I share with all of my clients because I want you to win, okay? You don't break habits, you replace them. It's literally that simple. So I hear so many people saying, oh my God, I gotta stop doing that. Okay, you're not gonna stop doing that until you have something else to do instead of that. So let me give you an idea. This past weekend, I had a conversation with someone who is a chronic coffee drinker, and then at night, a chronic wine drinker, right? It happens all the time. So this is a very common circumstance, and I would guess that it's probably going to apply to about 90% of the people that watch this video. So he's like, I gotta stop drinking this coffee. It's like, it's insane, but I have this relationship with the coffee and it's this whole ritual. And that's the whole thing about so many of our habits, right? You've created a relationship with the habit. Whatever that habit is, it's less about what it is that you're choosing, and it's more about the relationship that you have with it, okay? So the client that I was talking with was saying how he just loved this ritual in the morning with the coffee and the smell, and he came to realize in this conversation we were having that he didn't even really like the taste of coffee, but he liked the ritual of it. So one thing that I always say to my clients when they come to me, whether they're coming to me for my 21-day detox, or for one of my psychic readings, or for my spiritual business coaching, my woo-woo coaching, that's what we call it. I say this over and over to people. It's like, you're not going to break that habit. You're going to replace it. So you know what you don't want to do, but what do you want to do? And what's at least one 3-foot toss in that direction, right? So with this guy that I was talking to, I'll give you an example. He wants to give up his coffee, right? But he's got this routine and the relationship, like I told you, and you probably have the same thing. And he hasn't found a decaf option, right? A tea that he really likes, that he can cultivate this relationship with. And so he keeps going back to the coffee. And so I said, well, what about if you tried something like matcha? Because matcha, when you get it in the powder, there's a whole ritual. You wake up, you heat the water, but the water can't be boiling. You get a whisk, you whisk it. You know, when you have the fine powder, there's a whole ritual in it that can become really like a meditation. And then you have this ritual and this whole routine, and so now you have a new routine. And so I said, why don't you try this and see if that can replace this habit that you're not super happy about, right? So you make your matcha, and now you've still got your caffeine, because I think I was intuiting, and I was right. You're a little worried about giving up that caffeine, right? You know you can do it, but you're not quite ready, so you go with the matcha. That's a 3-foot toss to get away from the coffee, because coffee is acidic. It wreaks havoc on the inner lining of your intestinal walls. Any woman, get off it. It's a hormone blocker. It's one of the worst things you can put in your body, okay? So your cheats add up. Your cheats add up, and they have an accumulatory effect. So choose something different, right? Make sure you know what you're replacing that habit with. And that's your first step to getting off the habit that isn't serving you. So with the wine, what could you do to replace your wine? Most people are using the wine as a reward and as a way to relax after the night, okay? So how can you choose something new that can give you that same experience? So can you do something like sit in a meditation quiet with yourself for 10 minutes? Can you do something like go for a 10 or 20 minute walk out in nature by yourself without your phone? Could you choose something like Pellegrino with a lime, right? Or a splash of lemon juice. Something, and you even put it in a wine glass so you feel like you're doing something gluttonous, right? Choose what your replacement is. Whatever your habit is, maybe you want to get to bed earlier, maybe you want to get up earlier, maybe you want to start exercising more. Just find one thing rather than focusing on what you don't want to be doing. Put your focus on what you do want to be doing, and maybe you're not ready to commit to that, but at least find your replacement, find your upgrade. So that's my tip for you for the day. So you don't break habits, you replace them. Ask yourself right now, what is the biggest habit that like you're ashamed of, you beat yourself up over, and then how can you replace that? Okay? And then when are you willing to start giving it a try? Ooh, that's juicy. Yeah, that's the big one. And here's extra credit. How long are you willing to try it to see if you can commit? That's what I got for you. Nikki Harden. Make it a great day.